If you haven't been watching the series, previously we went to take a look at this E36 Compact. It's an individual 316i in Schwarz 2 color and M trim package that was sitting in the garage for more than 3 years. We decided to take it home and give it a new life on the road. We filled it with coolant, it got a new freeze plug and the rear coolant flange was replaced. It got new spark plugs. We replaced the thermostat, got a new steering wheel, but that didn't last long. Got a new shift knob. We found some rust beneath the battery, but we sandblasted it, treated and painted in black. Replaced the worn coolant cap and refreshed the steering wheel reservoir and fluid. Time to do the brakes. As you can see, they are in a horrible state. The discs are actually good, but they are rusty. The brake pads, this one is okay, but the other one is a bit worn out. It needs a complete caliper restoration. I'm gonna order some parts now. Just gonna look at what do I need to order. As you can see, the brake hose is totally kaput, so I already put it in the cart and I don't know what the hell is this. I'm missing here, there is I don't know what that is. Here I think this is the speed sensor, but this, I really don't know. Maybe that's the sensor for brake pads. We need to disassemble all of this, refurbish the brake calipers. I'm gonna order the brake kit set with all the seals and everything. There is going to be a lot of work because both sides are this bad, but we have time. It's nice outside, so we can start working on it. Here is the other side. Actually, this one looks a bit better. As you can see, this one has more braking pads than the other side. I need to check if they are the same. This is something broken, and this goes here, so probably there is a sensor for the pads, but it's torn off. This hose is better than the other side. I don't know. I'm gonna disassemble it all and see what we have here. Good morning. Today we're gonna start by removing the calipers from both sides and restore them. How to begin? Okay, let's work. So we got the one caliper out, and this one was the seized one, and just look, hope I can repair it. This is something I should have done before removing the caliper. We'll clone it. We got the other caliper. This piston looks very nice. I think it's new. Maybe the calipers were repaired on this side because they weren't seized, and there is some anti-seize on the pins, so I think we're fine with it, but I'm gonna use new parts anyways. You can see here it's not sitting properly. We want it to be like new. So we need to take the piston out. The easiest way to do that is take a piece of wood, a piece of cloth, put the compressor tool here, and okay, so it's not coming out. So there's a lot of oil coming out. One caliper was seized, the piston didn't want to go out. I tried to mount back on the vehicle, but when pressing the brake pedal there was nothing, so it's quietly seized. The calipers are in here, and they are in lemon acid and hot water, so I'm just gonna leave the acid to do its thing to the rust and try to remove the piston when the caliper is hot and expanded. So let's try it. I have removed the seal. I have used some rust remover, a lot of it actually, and now we're gonna try to rotate it with this French tool. It's like a hand vise. So let's try to... Oh, it's rotating. Yeah, Okay, so we got it loose. Let's try the compressor tool. Safety first. Cover this up. I think I will need to wiggle it out with this. I just tried to punch it with the compressor and I did it. It's out. You can see the difference. This one is from the first caliper I have removed and it's quite new, and this is the old one. It has a bit of a dent in here. This one's flat, and look at the corrosion. This is not savable, so I need to buy a new one. Okay, so we have removed the discs, we have applied anti-corrosion stuff, and now we're gonna try to sandblast at it. Let's try one piece. So this is the difference. It's not a big deal, but it's a bit better. It's not a real sandblasting machine, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to clean it with wire and hope it's fine. That's it. Yeah. I have painted the caliper mounts in black. Also, I have cleaned the discs. As you can see, they are little to non-rusty anymore, and also painted the sides in black so it doesn't rust again. They are old, but I'm gonna use it. They're not a priority now. And I took out the calipers from the lemon acid bath, and you can see they got really clean from the rust, and applied some anti-rust on it, and this is the white stuff here. Pretty much cleaned, and all I need to do is scuff them a little and I can proceed to repair them. Now we are going to go to the front and wire clean the hubs. This one is done. Let's go to the other side. We got the mounts, discs and the mounts. We're still waiting for the calipers to dry from the anti-corrosion liquid, and then we're gonna scuff them and paint them. So probably tomorrow. See you then. Now we're gonna do the other side, but everything except the caliper. The piston for that caliper is toasted, so we need to order and wait for the new parts to arrive, and then we're gonna install it. So this is what is left to do. This is the old caliper. It's painted and cleaned and ready for assembly, but this is the original piston. I cannot use this piston, as you can see. It's in hideous state. We need to wait for the new part. We'll continue when it gets here. This time we got the Inkerman, I don't know the correct name for stabilizer link. We got two of them. We got tie rod end, two of them. We got some stabilizer. These are bushings for the stabilizer. We got some calipers, bleed, drain, plug caps. Two of them, they were cheap, so I bought them. And this part that we have been waiting, the piston for the calipers, so we're gonna install it on the car. It's a big difference. The good thing is that this one is the same like in the other caliper, so we won't have any differences between them. First things first, we have already removed it. This O-ring here. We need a bit of oil. The O-ring is inside. We're gonna put some, we can sip some. Yeah, this is lots more oil than I put in the previous caliper, and I noticed that it's a bit dry. When I was putting the pistons, I put a little bit more. Now we have this seal. We need to put it over the edge. It's over the edge, and we need to pull the top part out. Now this needs to sit in the caliper. Now that is the most tricky part of this rebuild. Everything else is quite easy. So we got the seal in, we got the piston, and we need to push this out. So we got the piston in, it's all flush, the seal is in its place, and we're ready to test with some air, compressed air, to see will it deploy out or not. So let's give it a go. Oh, and this is why you need to test it, because the seal just got out, so we need to put it back again. It should go easier, but the O-ring inside is very firm, so it resists, and that's why I'm using this light hammer just to spare my fingers from pushing it in. I'm gonna try compressed air once again. and again I blew it out. So this is thin, so it makes it pop out. Let's try it again. Okay, third time we did it. It goes in with hand pressure, so this is nice. Again, I'm gonna take my delight hammer. Okay, so we have done the caliper, and we have not, it's not sealing here. Okay, take 4. Okay, now it's seated properly, so I'm just gonna push it in all the way. Oh, so it looks fine. We saw that it was sliding just fine. It was sliding smooth. To prevent the piston getting out, I'm just gonna install the brake pad. Okay, we can remove it. We need to first install these. I have a pack of opened grease, so I'm just gonna put a bit of it on these guides. It smells funky. This goes like this. We got one in. Now the other side. If you want this to go smoothly, you can just put them in very hot water and they will loosen up a bit and they will go much easier inside. But I'm lazy to go get some hot water, so I will struggle a bit. And this part goes here. We got new of these, so we're gonna put it like this, just finger tight, and that will be enough. With the kit I got this cap. As you can see, it fits fine, but it could get lost pretty easily. Maybe not, but this one is better because it has a sleeve over the nipple, so it's better this way. And this is it. We can proceed to installation now. So we have finally done it. We have installed the full brake calipers. They are ready to be bled. So once again, we have the new clip, new hose. We got every new part on the caliper except the carrier and the caliper, but new pistons, gaskets, brake pads, even this clip here. So the next thing will be during the day, hopefully, to get some oil in the reservoir and try to bleed the brakes. So next day, the weather is fine. We're gonna use Panterol .4 brake fluid, and we're gonna try a method that I've seen a couple of days ago with some hose and this thing. So let's try to bleed it out this way. If not, I'm gonna find some help to push the brake pedal and we're gonna see if it works. The brake bleed is done right now, so we got working brakes, but there are still some things we need to replace. It's got this stabilizer. As you can see, it's very old, 10, 15, 20 years old, like this tie and rod. Also, this one is not cracked, but the other side is, but they look like OEM ones from 97, so we're gonna replace them. And we got these bushings. These are original BMW parts, so I guess they are from 97 also. And we're gonna refurbish this stabilizer because it's rusty. We're gonna remove the rust, remove the paint it again, and put it back on the car. And then we're gonna put some wheels on it and put the car down and see what we did here. So yesterday I borrowed some jack stands from a friend, and we can see here what does it look like underneath. And we had some lowering springs. They do not say how many are they lowering, but there is no big difference between the stock ones and these ones, so I think it's 15 millimeters. I found that information on the web, on their site. It's 𝐜𝐴W BMW springs for E36/4, so I think it means that the rear springs can be mounted on E34. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove the drum brakes and inspect how does it look inside. This one is a bit stuck, it doesn't rotate freely. We have BR2, and on the other side we have BR4, and here we have some indents, and on the other side we don't. I don't know what the difference is. As you can see, no dents. Here's one dent, and BR4 is here. I'm gonna check in real OEM what does it say about these brakes. Maybe they should be like that, I don't know. I remove the drums and see do we need new pads or anything. The plan is to buy everything new. We need to pass the inspection, so I think we're gonna need it. Let's get to work. So I got these brakes off. Whoa, that's why the bolt was missing. This one broke. I have noticed that there's one bolt missing, but didn't notice the broken bolt inside. This doesn't look very nice. It's full of dirt and everything, the corrosion. So we need to replace the brake pads, the springs, everything, maybe the cylinders. But the thing is, we're not going to do it right now because this bolt is not coming out. I tried heat, I tried various sprays, I tried to hammer it, tried few tools, and it's not coming out. So I'm not touching it. I'm not touching the other side. This will be done later on, but now I will only bleed the rear brakes and the front brakes once again, so we are confident that there is no air in the brake system. And then we will need to address the front suspension. And covered in oil. But that's it. The rear brakes are bled, and now we're gonna do once again the front calipers. So we have bled the brakes, and this is what we had in the brake system. It's all blurry and shit. So we have some fresh oil now, and the brakes are done for now. We got some other stuff to do. If you're wondering who was pushing the pedal while bleeding the brakes, we have these parts to replace them. There's a lot of work. Stay tuned, watch my videos, comment if you know how to do things better, and if you like the content, consider subscribing.